Well, hello there, friends. The day after Thanksgiving, we got a lot of stuff left, and we had ourselves a lot of turkey left. So I decided to make a nice little cream of turkey soup. But I want to bring it up to the next level, make it a little more glamorous. So I put a little puff pastry on top of it. And the mix that I'm putting in there, it's going to be amazing. You guys are going to love it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to ring the bell. Stay tuned. We're making a delicious, creamy cream of turkey soup. Okay, friends, well, I got the one turkey breast left. We're going to make a nice soup out of it. We're going to give it a little class. We're going to put a nice puff pastry on it. It's going to make it really, really special. All right, friends, very simple. I got some, the usual suspect. I got some onion and butter. There you go. A little bit of butter to start. We might as well just use a stick, huh? A stick of butter, and we're going to let that melt just a little bit, and then we're going to put the onion. Now, I could put the mushroom together, but I like better to do them on the side. I'm going to put the mushrooms, and I want to get rid of the water in there, so I got the mushrooms going on over there, and I'm going to put some salt and pepper. I forgot to bring up my salt and pepper, so let me just do that. You come over here. A little salt right there. That'll help me extract some of the water in the mushrooms. Right. I got the butter melting, and we're gonna cook the onion in there. This looks like a lot of onion. It's about what, 3 cups? Would you say? Just one onion. That's all it was. You know, I used the big one. I used a big onion. And people said, "Oh, those are on steroid." Well, they are on steroid, but they're not. They're organic. It's wonderful. An organic onion. So look, friends, I'm sauteing the mushroom because I want to get rid of the water. You know I don't like the water in the mushroom. Eh? So we're going to continue sauteing the onion until, remember the onion is always number first, always. Don't forget that. A lot of people forget they add everything. By the way, I'm talking to the new subscribers because the old subscribers go, yeah, here we go again. But the new subscriber friends, you know, we're very lucky. Every day we get 1,500, 2,000 new subscribers right now. It's going really crazy. And they don't know, so we got to tell them. Onion, always number first, because if you don't put it first, you put all the vegetables with it. The onion doesn't have time to sweat its sugar and caramelize it, and that's how you make it sweet. That's how you make it delicious. The minimum amount you can do with the onion is to sweat them. You know, it's an expression. Cook the onion until you sweat them. Sweat them and sweat it. And they sweat. They literally sweat. Look. They sweat and they release their sugar. And what happens to sugar when you cook it? Caramelize. Pretty simple. It's no rocket science. Mushrooms. Hey, look, see what I did? I lost 2 mushrooms. You know, maybe I should just, how you go, see? Hey, you, come back over here. This is an extra hand. I'm sauteing the mushroom. I want to get rid of the water so it got better texture. A lot of people said, "Oh, I don't like mushroom. I don't want to eat mushroom." That's because they didn't cook them properly. They're full of water. You know, when you chew, you chew in a canned mushroom before? It's like a nightmare. You chew on it, it explodes, and there's like water coming out of it. Ugh. So you cook them, you get rid of the water, and they have a nice texture. All right, so this is a very simple soup. We're going to do something very simple. I'm going to wait for the onion a little bit more to sweat. Now, I'm not looking to caramelize them. I'm looking for them to sweat and release their sugar so they got a better texture. Let me tell you a little bit about what else I'm going to add in there, friends. Carrots. Look a little like them. I just took little carrots and slice them very small, otherwise they don't cook. Right? And I don't want to cook this forever. Celery, I did the same thing. Look how thin that is, friends. I just took the celery and look at the leeks. Look at this. I took a leek and I sliced them super thin so they don't require to cook for 3 days, you know? And that's what I'm going to do. And this soup is going to be, you'll see, this is like, I love soup. I could live on soup. And you know, I always make extra because you freeze them. You freeze them. Soup is one of the best things to freeze. Soup, stocks, all that, they freeze beautiful. I also have potatoes in there, friends. I got a regular potato, baking potato, and I got a Yukon Gold potatoes. Maybe I have too many of them. And we cut them in little dice, okay? I got a little cumin for a little background flavor, and I got a little cayenne in there. Those are my favorite spices, all right? For this kind of soup. Now, the mushroom, if you could be here right now, you would know what I'm talking about, friend. The smell then comes out of the mushroom. So you could do them in here if you want also. But I kind of like to keep this clean for the onion. Okay, but you can do it in the same pot. All right, now we're going to make what we call like a kind of a roux. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add a little more butter, though. I'm going to add another ounce of butter. So that'll be a total of 5 ounces that I'm putting in there. You can never have too much butter. No, really, you can never have too much butter, friends. All right, now we're going to make a roux by introducing a flour. You see? And we're going to make a little roux. You see? And we're going to cook this for a second. Of course, it's going to be a very soft roux. So that was 5 ounces of butter and a half a cup or 4 ounces of flour. Just regular flour, right? And then I got chicken stock in here, friends. Let's see the mushroom. Okay, the mushrooms are done. Okay, they're done. They get no more water. They smell amazing. Okay, now I'm going to take and I'm going to put a stock. So I got, this is a 12-ounce ladle. So you count them, but I'm going to put them in the recipe. And we're going to prepare and the reason why I cut the vegetables very small, friends, because we're not cutting anything. We're not pureeing anything. We are going to leave everything in there. That's why they're small, you see? That's why they're very small. All right, so I'm on my fourth one. And then we'll determine this, how we're doing with the texture. We can always fix the texture at the end, but if you're going to put flour, you got to put it at the beginning so it has time to cook. All right, friends? Now, the vegetables, normally, if you puree them, then you know they're gonna fix the texture. This is off, yes. The potatoes, if you puree them, they create a nice texture, but this is not the kind of soup. We're gonna leave them whole. We're gonna leave everything whole, okay? So we're gonna continue cooking this, and then we're gonna add our vegetables. Got to add all of our vegetables. Very simple soup to make, friends. There's no reason to make things complicated. And you see, I got my stock right here. I add as much stock as I need it. Right now, I'm looking at my consistency. It's looking very nice, but it's going to get much thicker. Potatoes, I got way too much potatoes. I don't only wanted a couple of cups of it, a total, and I got like way too many. So we're going to continue cooking this. And now you can see the thickness is a little too much, but that's okay. That's why we got more stock. So we're going to put a cayenne, and we're going to put cumin, and we're also going to put some fresh thyme. And this is about 1 whole tablespoon of freshly chopped fresh thyme. Remember, friends, when you see a recipe that it says a quarter tablespoon or 2 tablespoons, whatever it is, if you're using dry herbs, what do? You put half, okay? Because dry herbs are much more intense. So you see, it's going to be a soup that is going to be beautiful. It's going to be full of I lost something. Here we go. I always lose something. There you go. Now I'm going to put my mushrooms in there. Let me get a little spatula. Pretty simple, right? It's just preparing everything in advance. And then at the end, we're going to put a little bit of cream, friends. Just a little bit of cream. All right, we're going to bring this to boil, and then we're going to cook it very slowly. We're going to put more cream, but not quite yet. We're going to let it cook. Bring it to boil, and we'll adjust consistency as we need it. All right? I'm going to put one more right now. All right? I forgot how much I put into it, but when I write the recipe, I will go through and repeat what I just did. Salt and pepper. We're going to put black pepper, a little bit, because I got cayenne in there, right? And then we're going to put the salt. Now, my stock is a homemade stock, so it doesn't have any salt. Remember, if you're using a store-bought stock, you're going to have the salt. So be careful. Don't add too much salt. You'll have to adjust. We're going to put about a tablespoon of chopped garlic, mild, in the background. All right, friends, I'm going to continue cooking this. And this is going to take about, I would say, about 45 minutes. And the carrots are going to be the judge, because when the carrots are done, everything else is done. All right, my friends, I'm going to bring this to boil. As soon as it boils, I'm going to bring it to a very slow simmer, and I'm going to let it cook for about 45 minutes. And then I'm going to prepare everything else to show you how I'm going to serve it, okay? Be back in a few minutes. Okay, friends, it's been about 45 minutes. You can do it a little bit longer. It depends on how you cut the vegetables. If they're very small, you won't have any problem. Now, the turkey, I cut it up in very small pieces. I think Jack was filming me when I did it because, you know, most of you may not have a whole breast, but whatever piece you got, you know. And if you don't have then you can use a fresh turkey breast and cook it. It'll be the same thing, right? So now we're going to put it in. And remember, I put it at the end, obviously, because my turkey was cooked already. And so I put it at the end. I don't want it to overcook again. And then I'm going to put a little bit of cream. How much cream you put in? That's up to you, friends. Right? I don't need to put a lot. Right there, I'm just going to start to put about a quarter of a cup. And maybe we'll put a half a cup. And I think we'll be good. That's a healthy half a cup. What's a healthy half a cup? You look. You decide, my friends. All right? And you test it. You make sure. Look how beautiful it is. This is gorgeous. This, my friend, is absolutely beautiful. Now, you certainly cannot take let me show you what it looks like, friends. You can take look how beautiful that is. Look at this. You can take a soup plate right now, and voila, you have yourself an amazing soup. But we're going to make it a little more fancy today, where we are going to put it in a bowl like this. And see, I'm going to show you. We're going to put it in a beautiful bowl, and we're going to put a little pastry, puff pastry on the top of it, you see. But I have to wait, friends, until there's not so much steam in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my bowls right there, and I have to wait. I have to fill it up all the way, and I have to wait until there's not so much steam before I put my dough. Otherwise, the dough gets soggy. So this is what I'm going to do. So now at this point, like I said, you can certainly, here we go. Put it in a soup plate, put in whatever it is you want to do. You can serve it right now. It'll be fantastic. Or you can wait a little bit. If you have a little time, you can prepare it in advance. We're going to put the puff pastry, and we're going to bake it in the oven. So, friends, I'm going to wait just a few minutes. I just don't want it to be too much steam coming out. See, right now, it's a lot of steam just coming out, and it'll make the dough soggy. So I'm going to wait a few minutes, and as soon as it's done, I'm going to show you how to do the puff pastry, okay? We'll be back in a minute. Okay, friends, well, you see, it's been about, I don't know, half hour, so 20 minutes, you got to wait. You can't feel any heat at all because that steam is going to make your dough soggy. If it has a little skin on it, don't worry. It's really nothing. It's very thin. It's nothing at all. It'll disappear. We're going to make a little egg wash. So I got 3 yolks in here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of cream just to make it more fluid. Okay, I don't really need a lot, just a little bit, right? Just nothing at all. So now, friends, we're going to cut puff pastry dough. You can certainly buy your puff pastry dough. Oh, you can make it. You check out, if you want to make a good puff pastry dough, you check out Bruno or Bruce. video. I'll put the link for you. It's amazing. He's an amazing chef. And anyway, he's got a great recipe in there. Friends, what we're going to do, we're going to put a little bit of egg wash on the bowl. We're going to cut the piece of pastry, a puff pastry. I have in a cooler. I like to keep it nice and cold. A slightly bigger, if you can see here. You see, watch for that emotional support right there. Slightly bigger than the mold, because if it's too small, it'll fall and it's soup, and it'll fall in there. So you want it to be slightly bigger, so it sticks on the side of the bowl. Okay, it's kind of like you're making an onion soup. You put the crouton, you put the cheese, and the cheese sticks on the bowl. Okay, so slightly bigger. If you don't have one of those cookie cutters that are perfect size right there, slightly bigger. You put the bowl upside down and you take a knife and you cut it. No problem. I'm going to make one. I'm going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to put it right here. So what we do now, we take we take our time. Okay, this is and then we're going to have to clean it. See that mess right there that I just made? It went all the way down. I want a little bit of it on the edge. So it's kind of like this is not Wednesday night. The kids are hungry. Okay, and you're making a little soup. Okay, this is extra. You have a dinner party, and the beautiful thing is, friends, you can make it all in advance, see? Now, I know it's a little messy, and you're going to take a rag, and you're going to clean the mess you made. Okay, I'm talking to myself. As I'm talking to you, I'm talking to myself, right? And we're going to clean it up. So what I do is I take a rag that I forgot to take, all right? And I'm going to clean it. You want to clean it before you put it in the oven, okay? And you want to clean it before you put the dough. Right? So you go around it. See, this little detail sometimes we forget. And then this is the difference between perfection and slappiness. I don't know if there's such a word, but you got the idea, friends, right? All right? So now, we're going to clean this up. And now we're going to take the dough. All right? Make sure it's dry. I got the dough. Like I said, I keep it in the fridge, friends. I keep it in the fridge. So then until the last minute. I want it to be very cold. And I'm going to take it right there. You good over there, Jack? He's good. So now, look, guys, we're going to take it. We're going to take a circle. Now, you know what we could do also, as I'm doing things here. I think it might actually be easier to just do this than going on a bowl. Now all of a sudden I remember at the restaurant we used to do that. We had a black truffle turtle soup that we used to do. It's not real turtle, it's just and now we're going to put it in. And now we got to make sure we aim. We go in, and then you just pull a little bit of it. You see, friends? You just pull just a little bit of it. You see? And it fits perfectly, right? You see? Now, it's not going to fall because it fits perfectly, right? So now, what you do, you take a little cookie cutter, another one. Now you gently, that's why I'm using a silicone brush, gently brush the whole top of it with the egg wash. Gently, 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 friends, okay? See? They're very simple. You know, none of the stuff we do is complicated. You know, you look at, oh, how'd they do that? Nothing. It's not complicated. See, look, friends. Don't be sloppy now. All right, you take it right there, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then you take a smaller cookie cutter. I don't want to be too fancy, but it's not that difficult to be. Right? You put it right there in the middle, right? And then you do like this. You put it in there. Let it stick a little bit. And then you take a little more egg wash and put it on top. Okay, make sure you're nice and even with that. All right, and then you get them ready for the oven. All right, friends, I'm going to do this. Okay, you saw the whole concept. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to finish the two. I'm going to pop them in the oven. And when I come back, the oven is at 400 degrees. You cook puff pastry at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Clean it up. Make sure you're nice and clean. And voila, my friend, that's all there is to it. And that soup, I had a little test before. It's quite amazing. Just make sure you're as clean as you can be, friends. All right? I see you in a minute, okay? When they're out of the oven. I'm just going to do the other two. I'm going to put them in the oven. All right? See you in a minute. Okay, friends, it's been about 20 minutes. You'll know because they'll be golden brown. You'll know, you'll know, you'll know. So you see, friends, this is a little fancy way to serve a soup. That's the whole idea. It's no big deal. And, it's not like you really got to break your back. You can buy the puff pastry dough already made and you saw how it did. It's no big deal. So, like I say, you can serve it in a bowl or you can just serve it like this. And that has a little flair to it, you see, friends? And it looks fabulous. So, the classic way of eating a puff pastry soup is to cut a hole in the middle and then dig in. I'm happy to demonstrate. So what you do, you cut a hole in there like that, you see? So you can teach that to your guests. And you take that dough right there and you can remove it or you can just bury it in there. You see? You can just bury it in there. And friends, as you are eating, you can take every so often a little piece of that dough right there and eat it. You see? Look at this. Look at this. This is a beautiful soup, my friends. You think it's big enough of a spoon? I'm going to burn myself. I just took it out of the oven. Friends, it's fantastic. It's beautiful. And it was not that difficult to do. I hope you make it. Remember, thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe to the channel and don't forget to ring the bell. Thanks for watching, friends. It really is fantastic. And that turkey did not get dried at all. It was fantastic. I think I'm going to sit here and eat the whole thing. Because you guys got another two over there. Plus there's more in the soup bowl. Fantastic.